All right, Scott, thank you. And if your car is registered in Maryland, take a look at these numbers up on screen. Starting this summer, the Motor Vehicle Administration will implement new fees and registration rate increases, and prices are going up 60 and even 70%. Rebecca Pryor with our sister station in Baltimore breaks down the changes.
The pain many drivers are already feeling at the pump is about to hurt worse this summer.
That's just crazy to me.
I think it's preposterous.
The NVA now set to implement a slew of new rates and fees brought on by the Budget Reconciliation and Financing Act of 2024, a compromise made between the House and Senate, pumping more than $2.1 billion over the next 5 years into road and transit projects.
It's just a little frustrating to hear that things are going to be more expensive than they already are, which is already difficult to deal with.
The new prices taking effect July 1, raising the base rate for registration fees, which have not changed since 2004, by 60 to 70%. Additionally, cars weighing more than 3,500 pounds will face a $221 fee every 2 years, almost double what it was previously. And heavier cars over 3,700 pounds will face a biannual $323 fee, a 72% spike. And it doesn't stop there. Fees for EVs are also climbing. In 2022, there were more than 900,000 electric and hybrid vehicles registered in Maryland. In an effort to close a $3 billion projected highway and transportation spending gap and to offset the growing number of cars skirting the state's gas tax, lawmakers also passing a $250 biannual surcharge for EV owners.
I'm all about cars that are lower gas mileage, that aren't hurting, our air and water. It sounds like nobody's really would be happy with this change.
In a statement, an NVA spokesperson writing that the money is critical to ensuring all of the state's infrastructure is in a state of good repair.
Maryland families just can't take any more.
Republican lawmaker Kathy Shalega, who voted against the fee increases, arguing the state's lack of funding is due to overspending.
Maryland taxpayers are already burdened. We are the 42nd most tax state in the country. Politicians just continue to spend money instead of having accountability, cut waste, fraud, abuse.
When they're talking about potentially a $3 billion red line project, the state can't afford that.
Taxpayer advocate David Williams agreeing and warning if spending cuts aren't made soon, the state's looming budget deficit will only lead to more fees and higher taxes next year.
Raising these taxes and fees is just a Band-Aid because the state is facing hundreds of millions of dollars in deficit and it's going to balloon to billions of dollars in the foreseeable future.
This is Maryland motorists we spoke with say on top of record high inflation, these new costs could drive some residents out of the state.
I already feel like a lot of people are at a breaking point.
Everyone's struggling. So at this point, raising the rates for anything just seems to be insensitive and deeply out of touch.
Rebecca Pryor, 7 News.